I had developed a sinus infection. I had it for about 6 weeks. Went to prime care several times, put me on an antibiotic. I woke up in the morning and my face was completely swollen. My wife, Teresa, had said, we're gonna go see a specialist. We're gonna go see an ENT. Scans were scheduled for several days later, and the next morning I was even more swollen in my face. We went right back into the office. We went directly into a CT scan. When we got back, the ENT walked in with a laptop and showed us the screen and said, I hate to tell you this, you have cancer. I remember looking down at the screen and I couldn't even look at the doctor. I couldn't. We just couldn't believe I had cancer. After just a preliminary examination, they got me right upstairs. Thank God Dr. Menicheri walked in. He wanted to hear the story. He wanted to hear it from the beginning. He wanted to hear exactly what I was experiencing, what my symptoms were. It seemed like he knew exactly what I had. But he explained the process to us of what was going to go on from here, what was going to be our next steps, and what exactly we were going to experience as this started to evolve, and really put our mind at ease. And so I did everything I could to keep my mind off it. Dr. Menicheri called and he says, you have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, diffuse large B-cell lymphoma. It's treatable and we're gonna get you right into chemotherapy. And it was a little overwhelming, that just the process of what we were gonna have to go through and the amount of treatment I was gonna have to receive. And we met with Dr. Menicheri for several hours and never felt more comfortable. There was never gonna be another choice for us. We met with Linda, who did a really nice job of breaking everything down for us of exactly what our calendar was going to look like, when our treatments were going to be. So from there, that's what kicked off 6 months of chemotherapy. Dr. Menicheri, as brilliant as he is, had introduced CAR T therapy to Teresa and I, explained it to us before radiation, after the initial 6 months of chemotherapy didn't work, and said, I don't want to scare you, but CAR T therapy is in clinical trial and this may be your path. We've heard a lot of really, really good things about it, and that became my path. I was given one infusion and started to feel a little better. The approval process came in as I was given my second infusion 3 weeks later of Keytruda, and I started to feel a little bit better. Going to day 5 into day 6, I started to feel a lot better. Day 7 into day 8, I was released on day 8 from inpatient. After 4 weeks, we were back in Virginia for a CT scan before we left that showed that there was no disease progression. I'll never forget Teresa and I driving up to pick up we call it our third son, but he's a chocolate lab. And we were pulling right into the driveway in the parking lot of the kennel when the doctors called us to tell us. And after 60 days of the infusion, of receiving the news that I was in a complete remission, and I've had a PET scan every 3 months since, and I'm now 1 year cancer-free. Teresa was by my side every second of every treatment, of every day, of every needle stick. Our boys were a ton of support. I have a ton of energy. I'm starting to feel back to myself. I truly do feel cancer-free. We're just so thankful that we had the team that we had, and we had the coordination of efforts that we had, and we were involved in such a practice here in Fredericksburg that has the knowledge that they have, the experience they have, the passion they have, to be able to do what they do every day. It truly saved my life, and I believe that. So never give up.